We met a little over 3 years ago.
Yeah, we've been engaged for a little bit over a year. We met online. I found Lisa's picture on Friendster, and I smiled at her, and then she sent me her phone number. This is how we met.
It was candles and speeches at a rally held in support of gay marriage in New York, a rally held just hours before a possible vote on the issue.
There have been candlelight vigils all around the state, from Union Square to the state capitol, as Governor Patterson asked the state legislature to approve a same-sex marriage
bill. The battle to legalize same-sex marriage in New York could be nearing an end. Governor Patterson is urging state senators to pass the measure during a special session
Passions are high
today.
because the bill has already passed the state assembly and needs only Senate passage to become a reality.
Right now. Equal rights 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 right now.
I'm here tonight for this man standing next to me, actually, my partner and my lover, and somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with.
I'm here because I think it's amazing that we've gotten to this point. We don't already have these rights. I think that it's been a long time coming, and you know, this is the smallest thing I can do to show my support for like one of the most important pieces of legislation that will affect my life.
We've been, my partner and I have been together for a year and a half, and we want to have the same rights that that straight couples have, to protect that marriage, to protect our relationship, and to build a family together.
I mean, marriage has always been noted a certain level of commitment that other things don't note. You know, engagements don't, and certainly civil unions don't. And you know, I'm not getting any younger, and this is really actually a part of it, is like I feel like I've been in a serious relationship. I'm not 19 anymore, and I don't want to have a girlfriend. I want a wife. I want a marriage, not something less than, and that's why it's personal, because
For an adult relationship.
for an adult relationship.
It's silly to be engaged for years or just to be, you know, girlfriends or living together for years. It's, I don't know.
I'm here because we deserve the same rights that everybody else in this country has. We're not a third world nation. We're the United States, and this is the first place that this should be happening, but it's happening in other parts of the world. So I don't know why we're falling behind right now. This issue should matter to everybody because, I mean, it's not like we're in the underground anymore. It's not the 60s where we're hiding out and going to underground clubs and living these secret lives. And, I mean, we just want, when it comes down to basic rights, we just want what everybody else has. We don't want anything more. We just don't want anything less. And it's time. When it comes down to it, it's just time.
There are different things on the marriage front. For one thing, when we told our parents, well, one of them was said they're very excited, but no one is planning a wedding for us. Whereas I'm sure, in fact, I'm more than 100% sure that had I been straight, they would be planning my wedding.
Yeah, my parents acted more like they wished I hadn't told them, and they were hoping I wasn't going to make a big spectacle out of it by having a wedding. So they haven't talked about it or wanted much to do with it.
Yes.
Which is, I don't know, a little bit what it feels like in New York State. I don't really want anything to do with it, and I don't really want to talk about it.
Yes.
We're not going to bring it to the floor, and we're...
Yeah, sort of similarly as to how the state is debating this, but they're just not talking about it, as though, you know, this problem will never surface if you never talk about it.
I'm worried, hopeful. I want, you know, I want to see some acknowledgement of who we are as people. I'm hopeful.
So I trust that the people who represent us in the Senate and who represent us in our government are going to do the right thing and do what the people that live in this state want them to do.
I think it looks promising. I really, to be honest, I haven't read a whole lot about it recently. I think it had a really good chance before the whole coup. So I'm hoping tomorrow will be a good day for everyone in this country.
You know what? I feel hopefully optimistic.
Announce the results.
Ayes 24, nays 38.
The bill is lost.
So many expected the vote to be much closer. The marriage equality bill was defeated 38 to 24.
We begin with a developing story. Late this afternoon, New York State Senate rejected a bill that would have recognized same-sex marriage. The Assembly had already passed it, and the governor had planned on signing it.
The bill fell short by 14 votes. Gay rights activists have fought for about 8 years in New York to get the legislation passed.
A big loss tonight for those pushing for same-sex marriage in New York State.
I don't understand how people can hold up the lives of other people just for a vote. And that is really, I think, the tragedy of it all, is that people just do not think of our lives as important enough. My friend Mark in Australia, he named his rabbit Dinner. I'm not sure why he did that. And he had a dog called Rose. And then he calls me one day and we were chatting and he's like, "Oh, Rose ate dinner." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Why is this news? And why do you sound so upset about it?" He's like, "No, Rose ate dinner." No, I still didn't get it because, you know, I just told you the story. So, yeah. But Rose ate the rabbit dinner.
Oh, that's not good.
So my ex at the time said, "That's why you shouldn't name your rabbit fucking Dinner."
Yeah.